I am not going to interrupt this video to ask you to subscribe and like. Picture this. October 2000, you're a massive Radiohead fans. You emotionally survived the bends and you've been spiritually reconfigured by the release of OK Computer. You've run down to the shops to buy the new Radiohead album that you've been looking forward to for almost 3 years since the last release of OK Computer. You're expecting a wave of guitar epics, paranoia, and beauty. You expect Kid A to build on that architecture. You want the next great anthem. You press play. And it sounds like your stereo's broken. No drums, no guitar, no build-up, no release. Just an eerie synth pop, cycling with robotic grace. A detached voice repeating itself like it's stuck in a memory. Words fragment, echo, fold in on themselves. And just like that, the Radiohead you thought you knew disappears. This isn't evolution, it's evaporation. A band removing its skin and emerging as something as an alien, synthetic and terrifyingly honest. That's Radiohead, not giving you what you want, but giving you what you didn't know you feared. The song begins with a looped keyboard progression, soft and glassy, looping like a thought on replay. Tom York clarified that after the tour surrounding OK Computer, considered by many critics their best possible album, and playing big venues all over the world, he fell into a big depression. He said he couldn't really compose any music, and the melody that was stuck in his head is the piano at the very beginning of Everything in Its Right Place. The chords are rich but drained of warmth, like a hospital lighting over a velvet couch. They repeat in cycles that suggest resolution but never quite land. You're waiting for something to happen. It doesn't. That's the tension. The keyboard, played on a Prophet 5 synth, isn't ornamental. It's the skeleton of the song. No strumming, no fills. Just this minimal, unchanging grid of harmony. Like a room where everything's perfectly placed but still feels wrong. Like order has replaced feeling. Then the vocals arrive. But not like the vocals you're used to. Tom York's voice isn't the centerpiece. It's just a looped element in the track's architecture. His delivery is flat, cold, distant. Sometimes he sounds like himself. Other times he sounds like a pitch shifted, reversed, or doubled. It's not singing, it's automation of the memory. The line "yesterday I woke up sucking a lemon" is bizarre itself. It's repeated until it turns from surreal to sinister. The phrase becomes musical material. It's processed like a drum beat or synth loop, not like a line of poetry. And that's the genius here. Tom's voice isn't used to guide the song. It's disoriented in it, like he's been dropped into his own track and doesn't know where he is. There's no beat in the traditional sense, just a low pulsing presence underneath. It's like hearing a heartbeat under layers of fabric. It's barely there, but essential. You feel it more than you hear it. Then come the layers, soft pads, echoing textures, and synth wisps. These aren't there to impress. They're there to destabilize, to fill the room with fog. Every sound feels precisely placed, but also it could evaporate in any second. There's a tension between control and collapse. Johnny Greenwood's contribution is mostly sonic architecture. Buried filters, microtonal swells, ghostly loops. There are no solos, no climaxes. He's not playing anything. He's modulating the walls of the space. Listen on headphones and you'll hear how this track is constructed like a maze. York's vocals pan and stretch across the stereo field. The synths shimmer left to right like light through blinds. There's movement, but no progress. You're walking in circles in a dream where every hallway looks the same. And that's the central paradox. The track loops but never feels still. It evolves in texture, not in structure. You're not following a song, you're being trapped inside a mood. The minimalism here isn't lazy, it's surgical. Every note has a purpose. Every repetition adds pressure. Every silence matters. It's not what the song does, it's what it refuses to do. No verse, no chorus, no shift, just presence, just dread. When we talk about the lyrics of the song, it consists of the repetition of a few phrases, the first one being everything in its right place. On paper, a phrase of pace, of peace, of order. But here, it sounds like a lie you've told yourself too many times. It's a hollow, it's anesthetic. York repeats it like someone clutching at a thought they want to believe. I realized that this is also a pattern in Kid A. It's Tom talking to himself many times to understand that everything is okay and that things aren't really happening, as we will observe in the song How to Disappear Completely from this same album, Kid A. But in everything in its right place, by repeating it, it almost feels like a mantra of someone who is in denial, not enlightenment, but delusion. Again, the line we previously mentioned, yesterday I woke up sucking a lemon, it's not just odd, it's really a bodily image. It's a very strong sensory imagery used in this song, and you don't really need to explain it, you feel it. The sourness, the discomfort, the bitterness that comes with no context, that is what waking up in the world feels like. Also, there are two colors in my head, which is very interesting because we're not sure if the author is referring to duality, division, internal contradiction, or could also mean mood swings, or it could mean dissociation, or it could mean nothing at all, just another fragment of a mind unraveling. This is what I'm trying to say. It's a very powerful line to end the song since he only told us everything in its right place. Yesterday, I woke up sucking a lemon. There are two colors in my head. That was what he was trying to say. That is what he's trying to say. What I love about these lyrics is the power of openness, the refusal to anchor you. So, what is everything in its right place? I like to use the title of one of my favorite musical albums, Disintegration by The Cure, in this song, but it's disintegration more disguised as order. A pristine loop covering a psychic collapse. A voice repeating a mantra that sounds more panicked each time. It's Kid A's thesis statement. Let go of the old forms, let yourself glitch, let the system reboot. This song isn't about meaning, it's about being stuck. And that's why it opens Kid A, because if you can't accept this, if you can't sit still in this looping purgatory, then the rest of the album won't make any sense. Where OK Computer painted the dystopia in bright, tragic chords, Kid A builds a simulation of emotion abstracted beyond recognition. Everything in its right place doesn't fight back. It submits. It lies down in the mess and says, fine, this is reality now. Just like the meme of the dog in a bar on fire saying, it's fine. It's not rock, it's not ambient, it's not pop. It's Radiohead dismantling themselves in real time. That's everything in its right place. A song about disorientation, emotional paralysis, and the cold comfort of repetition. A track that doesn't move forward because sometimes forward isn't the direction you need. It doesn't want you to sing, it wants you to float, to spiral, to surrender. And maybe the reasons some fan never really got Kid A is because they were waiting for the song to take them somewhere. But this song is the somewhere, and once you're there, you can't leave.